Alrighty, whenever you're ready. Sorry, bro. Michael Hernandez of MLH Media and Valley Fight News, and I'm here today at SparStar 54 with a very special guest in Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good. Back home at SparStar, for anybody who knows, I was a champion here. I got like 5 fights here as an amateur, and yeah, it feels good to be back home.
Yeah, man, this is quite the homecoming for you then, getting to see all these amateurs and getting to see all of some of your, probably guys you've got to roll with, guys you got to spar with. How is it getting to not only come back home to a place where you've won a lot of titles, but also see these amateur fighters, young up-and-coming guys? Do you feel like you're kind of having to share that torch, holding the light for them?
Yeah, exactly, man. Actually, I'm here with a couple of my younger teammates and my oldest son. And, just showing them, just enjoying the show because pretty soon they're going to be in there themselves. And,
Exactly.
Man, it just feels good to be back. It brings me back to, give me a little bit of more fire. Give me some fire. Give me, a little bit of more hunger because it takes me back to back when I was amateur, and brings a little bit more fire right now.
Yeah, you definitely have always had that fire in you, but it's always great to hear that you're getting even more of a motivation because whenever you get in that ring, man, it's always fireworks. When are you looking to get into that octagon next? I know you just had a matchup pay-per-view ago, but I know you love to stay active. I know you had a little bit of a kind of little break in between your last fight, but are you looking to get back in there right away, or are you going to kind of take some things slow and then see where things end up back for you?
Nah, man, I'm real eager to bounce back from that last one. It didn't go my way, but everybody knows me. I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, just like the homie, Cowboy. And yeah, dog, I plan to get in there like in maybe 2 months. That'd be ideal for me. I just signed with the new management company, first round. Shout out to them. And, I got one more fight left on my contract in the UFC, and we're just trying to make the right move. So obviously my next fight's got to be a fucking win. So yeah, I'm just, I wanna make sure that I go out there this time and I handle business.
Yes, I have a very confident feeling with that, with the integrity that you're coming in there with, and with the attitude, with that first, that fighter-first attitude you're going in there with, man. I feel confident that you're going to pull out that victory, especially with those, how you were saying, his last fight on the UFC contract, wanting to get that win, wanting to establish win after that Garry fight, because that was an absolutely amazing fight, man. But just the last couple of questions for you, because I know you wanted to go watch your guys in there. I got to see you got to talk a little bit with Dana White after that fight with Ian Garry. What's your guys' relationship like with a guy like you? You're very known to be straight up, be very honest, and Dana White, he's a very blunt man himself. So how is your guys' relationship dynamic, and how has it helped with your stardom? Because I feel like you have just sprouted in the UFC over these years, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in UFC too long, but in the time that I've been here, I've always stepped up, even on short notice. I have 2 fights on 24 hours notice. And yeah, Dana came out this time after I took a loss. I was already outside of the arena. He got up out of his seat, followed us out of the arena. Security had stopped us, and he showed a little appreciation to me, which is like the first time. I mean, we've shaken hands after fights before, but this is the first time where he showed me that I mean something to the company. And, it makes me feel good. It took the sting away, even though I had just lost. In the video, you could tell that I was still, in my fight shorts, still sweating. I didn't have no shirt on. Normally, I'd, take the time to at least shower. But, I trained really hard for that last one. And I lost, this was the most dedicated I had ever been for a fight, and I still lost and shit, But, Dana coming out and talking to me like that and showing me a little bit of love definitely took the sting away, and definitely makes me feel confident that I have solidified my spot in the UFC.
Yeah, I feel very confident in that fact as well. Is there anybody, last question here, that you are looking to get into the octagon with for that final matchup over in the UFC on paper?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it wouldn't be my last fight in the UFC, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go where the money's at. So whoever's got the better deal for me, I definitely will go there. But I've never been the type of person to call someone out. I'm usually the one that people want to call out. People think that they want to have an exciting fight, and I'm definitely that guy. I'm always bring the action. So no matter where it's at, I'm gonna always bring that action, and people and the fans could definitely guarantee that for me.
I'd love to see you get to hop in there with Kevin Holland, man. I know that whole mix-up happened with the UFC event, but it would be great to see you.
Okay, here's the thing about Kevin Holland. In my fight career, he's a guy that I have to fight because there's been 2 times where we're supposed to fight and it didn't happen. I was 100% sure I was gonna fight him this last time. And then that whole mix-up happened, which is the first time it ever happened in UFC, and I'm glad to be a part of history. In a way, I put off the win against Lee, yeah. And yeah, Kevin Holland would definitely be someone that I want to fight in my career. Right? He'd definitely be like a closing of a chapter.
Hey, maybe you guys can get a little belt on the line, baddest motherfucker championship for you guys, because I think you guys are both 2 killers that deserve that type of recognition, man. But I'd always love to see you in the ring, man. It was an honor getting to meet you today, and I hope to get to meet you on future occasions, Daniel. Michael Hernandez of MLH Media and Valley Fight News, and we are going to be signing out with the one, the only, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez.